A-Game reporter Brittany Zavasky was at practice and talked with a few key defensive players and head coach Scott Satterfield.
The Appalachian State football team has completed their first week of spring practice here at Kidd Brewer Stadium. Both offense and defense worked hard throughout this practice, but the defense was especially fired up. Coach Satterfield and defensive players Tay Hayes and Clifton Duck love the energy they saw and say they're using spring practice to target areas they don't get to focus on during the regular season.
Just getting better every day. Loving the competition. Every day coming out here learning something from other guys, learning something from Coach Brown, learning something from my other players. So, just trying to get to my best every day. And by the time we play September 1st, I want to be the best player I can be. So.
In spring, you get to work on your weaknesses. During the season, you don't really get to work on your weaknesses because you're game prepping and you don't really want to change up too much. But in the spring, you can try new techniques or try to adjust things as you see them, and Coach Brown get to coach us more closely on the smaller things.
Well, I'm happy with the energy that we've had out here this past week. We've got 4 practices in, and the guys are flying around. It looks like we have a lot of good team speed, and I think anytime you have that, it gives yourselves an opportunity. Now then it comes down to assignment, and that's kind of what we're working on. We're getting a lot of reps with a lot of young players. So far it's been great, and we got to continue it when we get back on Monday.
The football team will continue to practice throughout the month of February up until their final practice on March 2nd. Reporting for the A-Game, I'm Brittany Zavasky.
Brittany Zavasky was at Ted Mackerel Soccer Complex on Friday and has more on the game.
The Appalachian State Mountaineers play the Georgia Southern Eagles tonight at Ted Mackerel Soccer Complex. Although ending in a loss, the Mountaineers were able to get on the board with a penalty kick by Morgan Mozak in the second half. Head coach Sarah Strickland and Morgan talked about what they need to work on before their next game.
I think we need to work on the urgency within the game and how we are running down balls. We can't stop at all. We just have to be full throttle, and just running at teams needs to be better.
We definitely shut down for a little while and backed off, and that's not typical of our program. So definitely having that mentality and that edge for the beginning to the end, from the first whistle to the last whistle.
The Mountaineers' next game will be on Friday the 13th at Little Rock. Reporting for App TV and the A-Game, I'm Brittany Zavasky. In a tight game, it came down to the final seconds between the Davidson Wildcats and App State Mountaineers. In the last 16 seconds, Lainey Gosnell hit a 3 to tie the game, 57-57. In the end, the Wildcats prevailed 59-57. This is the closest the Mountaineers have been all season to a victory.
It's really an opportunity for growth for our team, and I think you'll see our team continue to grow. We went from 40 points, now we're in the 50s, and realistically, when we started this season after we lost Maddie, we returned 5 points. So to see them already be able to put 57 points up, I think we just got to stick with them, and we just got to keep getting better.
They take on North Carolina A&T Tuesday at 5:30 in Greensboro, North Carolina. Reporting for App TV and the A-Game, I'm Brittany Zavasky. In honor of the App State Georgia Southern game last night, do you know what the rivalry is called?
I do not.
I do not off the top of my head.
No, I don't.
I have no idea, but I'm going to guess the App State and Georgia Southern rivalry.
That I do not. No.
Deeper than hate.
Huh.
Why? We don't know.
Deeper than hate. All right. Okay. That sounds good. I like that.
It definitely explains the hate week thing.
It does. Do you know how many times App has beaten Georgia Southern?
Oh gosh, I want to say at least 5 or 6 times. Maybe. I don't know.
It's a lot higher than that.
Oh my gosh.
No. Take a guess. They've played 33 times.
30.
No, it's a lot lower than that.
Isn't it like 80-something or 90-something times or something like that?
No, this is way too high.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to guess every time.
No. 10. Higher than that. Do you want to take another guess?
I want to say 12. 13, 14, 20? I don't know.
Lower than 20.
15.
It's higher than that.
20.
Lower than that.
Okay, lower than 20 is about 17.
Nope, higher.
18.
Yes.
Oh.
Exactly. Including last night, 19.
18.
Higher than that.
19.
Yes. They've won 19 times, and then they've tied once.
Oh. Is this the 18th or the 19th victory?
Good job. It was 18 until last night. You're the first person to get that right. Do you know what their mascot is?
It's the eagle, right?
I'll give you a hint. It flies.
Some kind of bird.
It's not a Seahawk, is it?
No, it's not.
What is it?
It's an eagle. Did you know that they had a live eagle at the game last night?
I did, yeah.
If App had a live animal as a mascot, what do you think it should be?
It'd be Mountaineer. It'd be Yosef. It's like coming alive.
I like that.
It's like a mountain man.
I guess a guy with a big beard wearing a hat and some flannel and overalls.
A live animal. Probably a buffalo since we're the Mountaineers.
Mountain. I don't know.
Some type of mountain animal, a bear or mountain lion or something. So they have to be caged though, I guess, or on a leash. Yeah.
A bear on a leash. Who do you say is more relevant, Georgia Southern or your high school football team?
Probably my high school football team because I was on it. So.